Hey guys, you're watching Matt the Musketeer, and welcome back to another episode of Becoming a PC Gamer. Now in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the ROCCAT Kone Pure Gaming Mouse and the ROCCAT Tieto mouse mat. So let's start the show. So to begin with, we're going to take a look at the ROCCAT Kone Pure mouse. Now the Kone Pure is the base model in the Kone series of gaming mice. And the first thing to note, it does come in a very impressive presentation box that shows you all of the details and special extras that this mouse is packing. Now after unboxing and setting up this mouse, the first things you notice are just how good looking this mouse really is. It's got a rubber matte black finish to it, which gives it a very military stealth style appearance. And as you can see, along with your usual left click and right click button, we do have two additional side buttons, a 2D scroll wheel which of course can be clicked as well, and two DPI buttons for increasing and decreasing your DPI, as well as a lit up ROCCAT logo on the back. Now this mouse advertises itself as a mid-sized control shaped gaming mouse, and as a player with quite large hands who uses a palm style of playing, this mouse is pretty perfect to use. My fingers reach all of the click buttons perfectly, my thumb reaches the side buttons perfectly, and it's pretty comfortable in the palm of your hand. So for any gamers with large size hands, don't be put off by the fact this mouse calls itself a mid-sized mouse. Now I have been using this mouse for around a week or so now, and one of the best features I have found is the online drivers which allow you to install a program which makes your mouse completely customizable. Now this mouse boasts having a 72 MHz turbo core V2 32-bit processor and a 576KB onboard memory. And this power and customization can be unlocked once you download the ROCCAT drivers. Now once you have the ROCCAT program running, as you can see, it allows you to pick lots of different customizable options. On the first page here, you can see you can pick your mouse sensitivity, the speed of your scroll wheel, and along the bottom you can save different profiles to have different setups for different users. Now on this page we can also pick our 6 default DPI speeds, which we can then quickly select using the increase and decrease DPI speed button on the mouse. Now this mouse boasts having a Pro Aim laser sensor R3, which allows you to have DPI speeds from the sluggish 200 DPI all the way through to the pretty impressive 8200 DPI. Now moving on to the second page, we can begin to customize and set up the different key layouts of the mouse. So as you can see down the left hand side here, you can set up your preferences and options for the 7 mechanical keys on the mouse. Now down the right hand side of the screen is where things begin to get interesting. The Kone Pure mouse boasts having an easy shift system, which allows you to double up the functions on every button on the mouse. By holding down your easy shift key, this allows you to use a second function that you have allocated to all of the buttons on the mouse. This is a great feature for people especially playing MMO games which require lots of different buttons whilst you're in game. Now moving on to the next page, we're going to take a look at one of the other great features of the mouse called the TDCU, or the Tracking and Distance Control Unit. Now this allows you to calibrate your mouse to the surface that you're playing on, to try and get the ultimate setup and sensitivity for your mouse. Now as you can see here, I am calibrating the mouse to the ROCCAT Tieto mid-size mouse mat. Now this is a 40cm by 32cm size mouse mat, so it is a quite large size mat, and it is 5mm deep, probably one of the deepest mouse mats I have ever used. Now this mouse mat boasts having a speed surface and a heavy grip rear to hold the mouse mat in place and give you a smooth gaming experience. Now once you have calibrated your mouse, you can then set your distance control unit, which allows you to set how much sensitivity and movement the mouse has when it is lifted off the mat. Now moving on to the next page, we have some of the more fun and personal customizations, including choosing the colour of the backlit logo. Now this mouse boasts having 16.8 million colours to choose from, so I doubt you will not find the colour you want to use. Now on the next page, you can see we actually have the option to unlock some trophies whilst we're using this mouse. And on the left hand side, it does keep some interesting stats about how much you have used it, including how many times you've clicked the left button, how many times you click the right button and use the scroll wheel, and so on and so on. And on the final page, as you can see, you have options to update your drivers and keep your mouse up to date. Now I've been using this mouse for about a week or so now, and I'm yet to find any real faults or issues with it. I will say, do download those drivers and get the mouse calibrated and personalized. It was struggling a little bit at first until I got it calibrated on the surface I was using it on, so I must stress, get those drivers and get your mouse up to date. But apart from that, so far I am really impressed with this mouse and I couldn't recommend it anymore. But that's all for today's show, guys. But don't forget, if you want to be in with a chance of winning this ROCCAT gaming mouse right here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to Matt the Musketeer below, and you yourself could be playing with this mouse pretty soon. But in the meantime, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, don't forget to give me a like and a comment below. It does help me out a lot. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.